Hey guys, this is Purple Ranger, aka Wise Owl, and I've got a new video blog. And now, at the time I shot this, it was the final week of April 2016. Weather and several other things kept getting in the way. Now, I got a ton of stuff to talk about, and of course, after I made this list, some more things have popped up, but I will talk about those in the next one. Anyway, first up is Thanksgiving 2015. Now, on that day, not much really happened. I went to work, and I stayed there until about 2:30, and then I went home, and then afterwards I just rested up, and then come dinner time, I drank a Monster Energy and with dinner, so I could stay. So and I not much really happened. In fact, I only saw 6 Mustangs that day. Now, I'm sorry if that was so quick, but anyway. I'd like to give my thoughts on Power Rangers Dino Charge, Season 1. The series is definitely does not have a whole lot of elements from Kyoryuger, which I watched and really enjoyed. But in it, the Zudenshi are called Dino Chargers, and this whole thing, the whole series revolves around these 10 powerful things called Energems, which an evil bounty hunter named Sledge is after, and he's got a whole bunch. And I should mention, his monsters are actually just his prisoners. The monsters he's captured and he's collected bounties on. And anyway, Sledge is after Keeper, and who is the keeper of the gems. And when Keeper arrives on Earth about 65 million years ago, he meets Tyrannosaurus, who calms it down and asks it to find 9 of his best friends, basically, and ends up becoming all the dinosaurs who the Zords end up being based on. Anyway, he bonds the Energems to those dinosaurs, and then of course one thing leads to another with Fury, who was Dogold, and Keeper manages to plant a bomb inside the compartment where he kept the Energems in, and when it gets onto Sledge's ship, that's when everything goes down the drain for Sledge, because the bomb sends him hurtling into space, and also the meteor and the asteroids he had collected as part of his bounty end up raining down on Earth, causing the cataclysm that became the end of the dinosaurs. And then, 65 million years, a young man named Tyler Navarro is looking for his long-lost father and ends up finding the red Energem. He shortly thereafter meets Shelby Watkins, who is a dinosaur enthusiast, works at the Amber Beach Museum, and she ends up, and one of Sledge's monsters, Ice Age, which is, anyway, he finds the pink Energem, and when Tyler and Shelby try to protect them, the gems bond with them and turn them into Power Rangers. And then in that same episode, of course, we meet a farmhand named Riley, who's really good with a sword, but his family wants him to work on the farm. And when he's protecting his dog from Fury, who has survived after 65 million years, he finds the green Energem, which bonds to him. And then shortly thereafter, he meets Tyler and Shelby when they're on their way back to the Amber Beach Museum, and there they learn that Miss Kendall Morgan, who's in charge of the museum, and knew all about the Energems. In fact, Keeper lives in the secret base that's hidden underneath the museum, and 2 of Shelby's co-workers, Chase and Coda, also have Energems. Chase having the black one. Coda, who's a caveman, has the black one. I mean the blue one, sorry. Now, throughout the series, they are trying to find the other Energems, and they get, of course, the Ankylosaurus Zord, we don't find, spoiler, we do not meet the Aqua Ranger, as it's called, until this year, 2000, but they also end up finding the Gold Ranger, who, like his Japanese counterpart, is inside Fury, but Fury's not a living suit of armor, but overall, and I should mention the Gold Ranger is a knight named Ivan, who's about 800 years old. And of course, throughout some episodes we find out how Ivan, Chase, and Coda bonded with their Energems. well, got their energems and bonded with them, I should say. And you know, we meet the Graphite Ranger. I won't say who he is because I don't want to spoil it. But I will say the person starts out as a pompous jerk, but after he meets the Rangers, he becomes a friend of theirs, and then when he wants to become like them, he does what he can to try and get the Graphite Energem to bond with him, but it takes an act of heroism, which I won't say how, in order for the Graphite Energem to see him for who he truly is, and thus bonds with him. And he becomes a valuable member of the team. And by the end of the season, of course, we meet the Purple Ranger. And yes, it's called Purple Ranger, unlike the original Purple Ranger, RJ, which was just called Wolf Ranger. And I mean, overall, it was a good series, but you know, I had some problems with it. I mean, namely pretty much all the finishing moves. Final Strike. They've been doing that since Mega Force. I mean, give those attacks and those finishing attacks names. I mean, good names. I mean, I've come up with some good ones. And some of the monsters' names, not so much. I mean, like, one of the monsters was called Bones, which is the name of a classic monster from the original series. But I should mention the Rangers still have their morphers, you know, from Kyorager, you know, the blasters, the arm, the wrist, the arm-mounted one, and so on. But I mean, also some of the Zord formation names are just not good. This is going on a little long, but overall, I give the series an 8 out of 10. Okay, since part 1.